Say tomorrow, Wednesday in the afternoon. I have to go at 3 to the police station, and she has to ask me some questions about the video that I took. The video and the pictures that I took of my husband before he passed away.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are here again. We're going to be talking about Rosalie with the Mum of 8 Kids channel again. Partly because I'm concerned. I'm concerned in the sense that why are we having this information on the internet? She's out here just like showing us literal letters and telling us details about the kids that we don't need to know and all of this. Now there's been this huge divide of people who are saying, I mean, I can't speak for other people's channels because I haven't actually watched anyone else's coverage on this. I've just been saying whatever I need to say and then going. So I don't know what other creators are saying, but I know from my part anyway, I've never said that she is in any which way guilty for her husband's passing. I've never said that. Stuff that we know is the fact that, you know, she was lying about the dates originally. She then got called out when she unsuccessfully blurred the date. If you weren't trying to hide something, why were you hiding it? And then when people started calling her out, that's when she kind of spun it around and she's now saying, oh, it was an honest mistake, guys, da 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 da. And she's now got a fair few supporters, so of course she's now, you know, and that's the way that it's going to be. And I said in my last video, I said, if you want to come on and earn some money, come on and earn some money. And I'm going to put like a little, imagine like a little bracket. If you want to come online, make some money, bracket, as long as you're not exploiting your kids. And unfortunately, I didn't really think about this at the time, but if you're saying all this information about their dad, and then also tying it in with the kids, do your kids want this level of information out about like their dad's passing? And I don't know, it's really murky waters.
And yes, sorry, July 16th is the day my husband passed away unexpectedly. I've been trying to leave dates in the description or pin it in a comment above the comment section. People are spreading rumors saying that I'm deleting comments. They're saying I'm lying about when he died. Putting everything out in the open. You know, I don't know what more I can do.
Before I get on to the fact that she's already gone, but she's gone for like an interview with the police without lawyering up, which is not the greatest thing, but we're going to get into that. Things online and it's troubling. Oh, I'll talk about it, especially when it comes to family channels and mummy vloggers and stuff. I will talk about it. This whole situation has actually become quite big over on YouTube. I mean, everyone's been recommended these videos, and because she wasn't very forthcoming originally, that's what I took major issue with. And now it feels like people are saying, they're like, why don't you mind your own business? Why don't you do da 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 da? And it's like, it's on the internet. If she wanted us to mind our own business, she wouldn't put it out on the internet. Like anything, people can make a reaction video to this video and you've just got to accept it. You got to go like, okay, I put it out on the internet, and she's putting out information about her kids and about her husband, and the stuff that she's putting out, not all of it adds up. I'm not saying that she's in any way connected to anything. I'm just saying that not all of it has added up. There's been a lot of inconsistencies. And if you're putting this level of information, which should not be on the internet, because, you know, if you're doing that, people are going to comment on it, people are going to make videos on it, because that's literally the way that YouTube works. So saying, why don't you mind your own business, whilst the other person is putting all of this information out on YouTube, is just, it doesn't make any sense. You can't mind your own business. It's not going to hurt her not to share this information.
Oh, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday in the afternoon, I have to go at 3 to the police station, and she has to ask me some questions about the video that I took. The video and the pictures that I took of my husband before he passed away. She said I'm not in trouble. So if I wanted, I could bring a lawyer, but she says you won't need to because you're not in trouble.
We're having now this big issue where a lot of people are are saying you need to get this off the internet, because she's had more people who have supposedly, and this is real time, she put up the little October thing, people have been ringing the police. She's had like the Canadian version of CPS that have come round, and they wanted to like check behind wardrobes, I think that's what she said. She also goes back over how her husband died and the fact that it wasn't hours, it was actually only 20 minutes.
And that's why I was used to him sleeping around the house. So when I left him on the floor, he was snoring loudly. And I went downstairs into the basement, and I was organizing some cans of food, our pantry downstairs in the basement. I was down there 20 minutes.
I'm not like trying to pick apart the story here, but I swear, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it, but I swear in the original video that she made, she did make it out like it was a lot longer than 20 minutes and that he had vomit and stuff, and that the kids also saw. Am I getting this wrong? Like, I swear that's what she said, but then in the video that she just did, she said, oh, it was only, I think, like 20 minutes and I went down to the basement, and then, yeah. So whatever the situation is, the reason why I bring this up is because a policewoman came round and basically said, you're not in trouble, you don't need to bring a lawyer, because, you know, you're not in trouble, but we need you to come down to the police station to answer a few questions about the footage that she took of her husband on the floor.
This evidence, and that I didn't tell them about the evidence. And I gotta tell you right now, if I was guilty of doing anything, then I would not talk about it on social media.
And I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people have said this as well, do not trust law enforcement when they tell you, don't worry, you're not in trouble, you don't need a lawyer. Always, if you're going to go and speak to the police in an interview, get a lawyer. You need to lawyer up. And the fact is that I feel bad for her in the sense that she seems really naive. And this isn't in a mean way. This is literally, I'm just saying, like, she seems really naive to think, oh, it's fine. Like, oh, you know, she said she's my friend and stuff. They're not your friend. That police enforcement, they're not meant to be your friend, and they'll say whatever they want to say if you're looking a bit suspicious, because they went over the videos and they thought it was a little bit iffy that she was literally like taking video for, like, it's absolutely wild that she would choose to put this all out on the internet. I really honestly do. It was even going so far as she was like showing us letters and things, stuff that, you know, this is not going to end well for her, in the sense that no good can come off of this much information being put online. And that's all I will say. So I found out that she was going to be going to the police station because she wrote a comment back to another comment. She writes quite a lot of comments, but she wrote, I'm glad it is all out and the police now know everything. I have to go tomorrow to the police station to answer questions about the video I took. If I knew I did something against the law, why should I post it on social media? Thank you so much for your understanding. I really appreciate you. Wish you the best. The thing is that she's continuing to give people more ammo and continuing to give like enforcement people stuff to talk about. They would have never have known about this whole video footage if she hadn't have said it.
The other thing I have going for me in terms of evidence, which I didn't tell the police or the detective about because I didn't want them to take it the wrong way, is I do have a short video on some pictures that I took of him while he was lying on the floor. Can show that, well, we were aware that he was there on the floor and we just didn't know what was going on.
What I am going to say, because this is the point that I was going to make in my last video, but during the time period where her husband died in July, okay, I think it was July 16th or July 14th or something, during that period, if you actually look on her video catalogue, she was posting content back then, like of her husband, of them doing grocery hauls, etc, etc. Like, so for the people that are turning around saying, well, maybe she just didn't want to post, maybe like she's going to be thinking of all these different things, she's just lost her husband, which once again is a horrible thing. She was still posting around that time period. So to me, the whole idea of pushing back the video content does feel a little bit calculated, but that is just my own opinion. I understand everyone has their own opinion. I understand it. Some people get extremely angsty when you have these kind of topics of conversations which are very delicate when you're talking about bereavement or child abuse, stuff like that. People get really angry with me. I think with anyone who comments on it. Once again, I'm not talking about other commentators because I literally haven't watched anyone else's coverage on it. But people get very angry because they're like, well, how dare you comment on this? Like, how dare you? But the thing is, they're putting this on the internet. And if it wasn't for commentators commenting on it, people in the comment section will comment on it. There is no need to put this out on the internet. There was another comment that said, phew, that's a relief. I'm so glad that someone stepped up to call the police to go talk to you. Your mind has been spinning 200 miles per hour in circles all week. It wasn't all week. This was literally like 3 months ago. Coming up with one horrific worst case scenario after another. Is lovely to finally see you looking relaxed. I'm just going to say this as well, is that if she had have actually have put the correct dates in there, nobody would have rung the police. Nobody, because it wouldn't have been an emergency, because she would have told us. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so I'm aware that some people were ringing the police because of like child protection and stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm literally just talking about the people who were ringing the police because they were doing like welfare checks. So just getting that out of the way. She said, thank you. There were more calls to the police and child protection I discovered in addition to this one. Literally the next day I got 2 visits, which I'll make a video about. And she's already made that video. Point is, stop making videos about this. Just literally stop it, because like, the thing is that the more you continue to upload these videos, the more information you're divulging, the more some people, and I'm not saying it's going to be me, I'm not telling other people to do it, that's never what I do on my channel, ever. Word from people, from someone who's been doing YouTube for about 3 years now, okay? There are some people who will carry on, who will try and do their little investigating work, who get really like too involved with this kind of stuff, okay? I never advise people to go real life. I never send people out. I never go real life myself. I would absolutely hate that. There are people that will, and the more you keep on telling people about your children, if you really are innocent of all of this, why are you putting this out there? Because police are turning up at your door with your young kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't want that for them, but this is the kind of stuff that's going to happen. I'm just warning you. She then said, I'm sorry about the confusion. Henceforth, I am putting dates at the beginning of all the videos. I had a backlog of recorded videos, being too busy to put them out earlier. I am trying my best to keep consistent with the timeline though. I'm sorry I couldn't put them out earlier. And this is all good, but you should have said that at the very beginning. Also, you were putting out videos around the time that your husband passed. I'm not saying that that is insinuating anything. I'm just saying that, yeah, whatever. This video was basically just for her, like, something, like, just stop uploading this on the internet, because no good can come of this. It started out being like, that's really sneaky suspicious. Why are you blurring the date? You're not telling the truth, which we now know she wasn't telling the truth. But now it's become like she's just giving people so much ammunition for this just to spiral out of control and carry on. And I get that she's trying to make money, but try and make money online, not sharing this much information about your children. Because I promise you, like, you're going to get off to a really bad start here on YouTube if A, you're not honest, and B, you share this much about your kids and about your personal life. It's just not, especially if like law enforcement's involved. And also get a lawyer if you're innocent, or even if you're guilty, just get a lawyer. I don't know why I don't know why she's believing the police officer, and the only conclusion I can come to is that she's just extremely naive and just doesn't realise. But that's pretty much all I have to say, because this is it's just turning into something I didn't realise it actually would. But it's interesting to follow along with. I'm not going to lie and say that this hasn't been quite interesting to follow along. Like, it's sad, but it's still interesting, and I'm sure most people can agree with that, because otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video or you wouldn't be watching our videos. But anyway, that's all I really got to say. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.